Hello everyone, and welcome to Truly Bedrock Season 2. This is episode 27, and in the last episode we built the mop farm that is behind us to start collecting gunpowder for us. We have not done anything with it since the last episode, but today what I want to do is start work on a farm to get ourselves sugarcane. Now, I know there's probably a couple of like zero-tick farms and a lot better farms than what I'm going to build. But essentially what I want to do is start creating bone meal and have this bone meal filtered out and down into maybe right here and have just a nano farm for sugarcane set up so we can utilize that said bone meal and collect a bunch of sugarcane really fast so we can make some rockets. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 4 identical farms. These 4 blocks lay out one farm. Those 4 blocks right here lay out another. Then we'll have another one here and another one here, and it should produce bone meal relatively quickly. Now the plan is we are going to use Cactus. One of these boxes has Cactus. We're going to use Cactus to generate bone meal, and you can see here we're going to create farms with 8 stacks of Cactus. So my plan is this farm is going to have 2 stacks of Cactus going up. This one's going to have the same. They're going to be all identical. Ooh, we've got ourselves a wandering trader. Let's go check him out real quick. Got anything that I want? Ooh, shulker box trade. Nope. Red sand, spruce logs, Daphne Foxy, Beardstone, and Zloid. Now, I think we're good. So the first thing that I need to do is we need to get up here. On top of this composter, we are going to place ourselves a hopper. And that is going to be pretty much the central collection of all of our bone meal. And then we're going to use the packed ice, and we're going to come out like this. And we're going to create ourselves a platform. So let's see. It should be cornered with that guy all the way around, and then we're going to fill this guy in, and then we're going to border this with a little bit of decoration block. So let me finish out this platform. You can see I'm just going to go to there, come around, and then we'll connect all of the ice. And so after we get the platform built, we bordered it with some nether brick, and then we have placed down our sand. I went a little fancy here, went over to the mesa biome that's that way, I believe. No, it's that way. Doesn't matter, I have a nether portal to it, and we mined out a bunch of sand. So then what we're going to do next is we're going to place some cactus on top of these. And this will use 16 of our cactus. Like so. And then what we're going to want to do is we are going to want to come up like this, 2 blocks above. We're going to place in a a fence gate right here, so that it breaks these 2 cactus when it grows. We could have a solid block like this, but the fence gates tend to let more cactus through. The only thing that we'll have to worry about is the cactus popping off onto the cactus and then breaking. So we're going to have a row of fence gates here, 1 at each cactus, and then we'll do the same thing over there, and then we'll have to build the second layer. But of course, do I have fence gates on me? No. So this is what it'll look like with the fence gates. Then what we'll do is we'll open each and every one of these like so. This will make it to where the cactus does pop off, but it won't get stuck in the hitbox of these gates because they're open. So the next thing that we'll have to do is we will have to actually put a block above the cactus and then place in some string. We could technically... we could just build like a block over the top of these, I guess. Something like that, and then block over here. Trying to find a better way to do this in survival, because I did build this in creative for some tests. But we need string like that, over all of the cactus. And we don't need to be standing on the cactus. I guess, yeah, this will work. If we just do that, and then we'll go over to this side and do the same thing. So, kind of a crazy way to do this, but it works. So now the string is above all of the cactus. We need our sand out once again, and this is where we will start the next layer of the farm. Place it in the sand, place in the cactus, and then it's just going to be a rinse and repeat type deal. So one thing that I'll need to do is obviously we'll have to come down and we'll have to break out all of this nether brick. We're going to lose some of it in the process because it may pop off onto the cactus, but hopefully we'll collect most of it back. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go probably back to the base and grab some netherrack, because I have quite a bit of it and I'm not really bothered if it does fall onto the cactus. Whereas the nether brick we use quite a bit for our builds. We need some for our base. We need a continued supply. Yeah. So with that removed, this is the farm. This is what it is going to look like. The last thing that we're going to need to do is probably put in some water. So let me get my buckets. With the buckets in hand, we will be placing water sources in each one of these corners so that everything flows to the center of this farm. That bucket in there, now everything should be flowing to that central location, and it should flow rather quickly. If we were to throw a bucket in there, you guys can see that it gets wrapped around, and in the hopper it went. I did remove for the time being the composter because we are going to be breaking blocks and going to need to collect those. So I want to put these composters in here. We do need to build this farm up. The rest of the sand and the rest of the cactus, there is going to be 2 stacks of sand and 2 stacks of cactus used in this farm in particular. We do need to run back to the base and get nether brick, and then we're going to set up the same exact thing here, here, and here. So yeah, I'll be back after some progress. So this is the farm fully complete. We have it built all the way up, and we put in the composter, and we're just temporarily getting some bone meal whilst we're going to build these guys up. And as you'll notice, some of the cactus does fall off to the edge here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around this thing, and we're going to build up glass walls all the way to the top of the farm. This way, when the cactus pops off, it just falls straight down and is collected. So after we get all of this glass placed, we are going to then build up the next 3 farms. And whilst we do that, we're going to be collecting some iron. So here's to placing a lot of glass. So I'm working on the last tier of the farm here. We've got 3 sections built. And I wanted to show you guys the rhythm that I found when building this. So if you decided to build something ridiculous like this, you could do the same thing. So we've got the sand layer here. I come up 2 blocks above that. And then of course we just pillar out along the center line here until we come to this side. And then what I typically do is place in all of the cactus that I need for this layer. And then we will come over to this end here and we'll do a little L shape like this. We'll do a little L shape like this. And then we'll come over here and we'll place the fence. Temporary block, fence, temporary block, like so. And then we'll come over and do the same thing here. Now what I'll do then is I'll open up these fence gates. like so. And then what I'll do is I'll crouch place blocks on top of these fence gates, and then the string goes on this side of them. I am out of temporary blocks, and this is the last layer, so we don't really need to put them in there. But this was the fastest way that I found to build one of these farms, and wanted to share that along with you guys. So what we have to do next is go ahead and get rid of all of our scaffolding. We lose quite a bit of it going into the cactus, and then we just break our pillar coming down and make sure that we collect any and all of the netherrack that is going on, because, you know, we use it. We'll get rid of this. We'll see that quite a bit of it has been caught. 3 cactus have grown since we started building this thing. Again, right now we have a little bit of a pop-off issue, but this one was just built. I built this one, I gathered the materials and started building this one, and we've got quite a bit of cactus going on. I've emptied this one out, and there was 47 cactus already in there. We've got quite a bit of bone meal happening in this one, so actually, I should not have gotten rid of my little temporary stairs just yet, because we need to go place the glass in, which I have right here. So for this section of farm, I figured out that I need 18 stacks of glass plus 48, and that will get me to the top. I am not putting a top on this. We're just going to take the glass all the way up. And if I remove some of this stuff from my inventory, we can actually carry all of the glass with us. So let me dump those guys like that. And this has been a pretty fun little farm to build. Like I said early on, this is massive for what we're trying to do. And I know that there are more conventional ways of getting bone meal than building massive cactus farms. But hey, we need to fill in the industrial district. We need farms like that one and that one and that one. So why not? Why not make it ridiculous and go all out? This is a huge area that we have. We have a ton of room to build stuff. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. Now this looks pretty cool. I really, really like it. So we have 4 fully built farms here. They are fully functional. And we are now collecting cactus. I really don't need a lot of cactus. As I said in the last clip, this is kind of a funny way to get ourselves some sugarcane. And we're not going to need this very often. You know, we're going to need it, but... ooh, 2 stacks. So, what I want to do next is I want to set up the... Where is the box? This is the box with the netherrack in it. I want to set up the composters. And we're going to do this kind of a unconventional way, I think. I think what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys like this. We're going to start collecting bone meal. And rather than collecting it in a chest and stuff like that, I think we're going to send this directly into a dispenser. It's going to dispense it this way, and we're going to bring it central into this location. Now that is the reason I built these guys off the ground, is so that we had some room to work, and I think our actual sugarcane farm is going to sit dead center in there. So we're going to utilize this packed ice that we have, and I think this could work. Let's see. So it's going to be something like that. We'll have a dispenser here. And this is a fortune pickaxe. I really need to get the silk touch back out. I've been playing a lot of modded lately where your pickaxes don't actually break. So I lost a fortune pickaxe, which is unfortunate. So that'll be the hopper. That'll be the dispenser. That is where our ice channel will start. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go something like that, right? That is center there. And yeah, I think this can work. The only thing that I'm really, really concerned about is the fact that these items will be spewed out very quickly. So they might not make this turn. They might go past. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of testing on this before we send them into here. Right here would be the hopper that would be feeding our bone mealing system of our sugarcane farm. So what I could do is I could have this one come out this way, and then that one could come out this way, and then that one could come out this way, and this one could come out that way. Kind of have 4 paths, something similar to... Let's see, hopper, dispenser, that guy there. And then we could get rid of this like that. I think that could work too. We could have a hopper here like that so it picks it up. Again, I think we're going to run into the same problem. So let's see, this one would come this way. I built this the wrong way around. Trial and error, people. Trial and error, right? That will be the dispenser here. So we'll place that block back there, and we will do this. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. Again, the thing that I'm concerned about is everything is going to converge here in the center. And the problem with that would be this stuff would come and slide across here. This would slide across there. So on and so forth. So we might just have to run a hopper chain, which may be the easiest thing. I just didn't want to use a ton of hoppers. Okay, so I have the piston set up, and if we were to grow the sugarcane right now, it would automatically break it off. The next thing that I need to really do is set up the redstone that powers this dispenser here. I also did shove a minecart hopper. You can't see it. But if we were to queue an item into there, we can pick it up. So we're going to end up putting glass up above or from here up on this whole system. But first thing I need to do is figure out the redstone, because normally what I have is a comparator on subtract mode, normally running into a piece of dust. That runs into a repeater here, which needs to power this guy. So what we could do is, I don't know, we could drop the signal down, because that's going to get power. That's not going to work, is it? I need to power this block here with a repeater, and we need to create a clock. So we still need that there. We're going to need the redstone dust there. We're going to need the repeater here and the block here, because this is what is going to create our clock. Boom, 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 boom. So that is being powered, but it doesn't power this. Oh. Okay, back to the drawing board. Because I'm jumping all over the place. Because if I power any higher, we will be taking that guy there. But we were powering this block, right? Let's see. That's powering that redstone there. What I could do is we could break this. It's not going to work. I was going to say we could put a solid block here. We still might be able to. I think the repeater has to power it. Hold on, give me a sec. Okay, I think we did it. So we're taking this redstone right here and just bringing it down from this comparator, which is powering this block, powering the repeater. We're powering through this block, which is powering this guy. And if I were to take this right here... There's a little bit of power issue. Okay, so I think what we're going to have to do is do something like that with a repeater. So that's powering this block. Let's see. Could do something like this. Now that is not powering the powering the piston, because we're powering this block. If we power this directly, it's getting power through it, and we are getting a ton of sugarcane. So let's get rid of this torch for just a second. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. Perfect. So what I need to do now is I need to build up the glass so that this guy is running anytime there's bone meal pretty much in the system. Now what I can do is I can, anywhere on this, I should be able to just put like a lever right here, and I will just simply collect bone meal in this dispenser if ever we wanted to use it. But I think we're going to go ahead and want to collect sugarcane as we get it. This farm is going to be relatively slow once we get through our backlog. Now the only major issue that we have is this guy right here. This might hinder us just a wee bit. Let's grab our glass. Glass in hand, we will go ahead and start building this guy up. Let's see what happens. I don't think anything should spit out this side. We're collecting it all in the chest here. Oh, it did pop out over the top though. I just hit the wrong button. Nope, let's shut this guy down for just a second. And we'll go ahead and do that, and then get off of here. Now let's see if we have any more issues with this. Doesn't really have anywhere to go but pop off and fall straight down. We should be running through this bone meal pretty fast. There it is. And as it comes in, it will make sugarcane. Perfect. And we have quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and take a stack -1 because, well, we'll do it this way. Because of the way the paper is crafted up. And we will put our redstone and stuff away and then go grab some gunpowder. And this farm hasn't done too bad either. We've got a stack of gunpowder here. A stack here. We still need to sort out the sorting system for here. That looks so cool. We still need to finish out the industrial district, but we are getting some stuff. And we can come over here. We can craft some paper. We can craft a little bit more. And we can craft up 3 stacks of fireworks, which if we look in our inventory here, I did buy a couple sets while I was in the shopping district getting more glass, but now we can keep ourselves stocked up with fireworks. I also have a little bit of gunpowder in the Christmas gift that Liara has given us. So this is pretty well set up. We need to reorganize our inventory. And this is, like I said, a very convoluted way to get ourselves sugarcane. But what is nice is we can dual AFK here. We've been over here working an AFK all day, and we have a chest of iron in there and a little bit of iron in here, which means we have a backlog here. And we should have a fair amount of bones if we wanted to use those. We got a fair amount of fish. Spark is very, very happy. Oh, success. This thing is, well, way too big for what we get out of it. But I'm happy. I like the compact redstone here. We can see it working. We're collecting sugarcane. I do think there's some zero-tick farms out there that still work in Bedrock. We could have used one of those, but this was a lot more fun, and it definitely fills the area up. So, I've got a ton more plans in this area, especially finishing up the sorting system there, and there's more farms that I want to build over here. I want to mess around with the villagers some more, all at a later date. Last thing I want to do today is go ahead and box up all of this iron that we've been getting. Snag it up. We are going to go ahead and put a little bit of iron away because we did, utilize our supplies here. So I'm going to craft a bunch of blocks that I can and go ahead and put this in my own personal stash so that I have iron in the future. I did have to AFK at this farm and collect about 5 stacks of iron before I started building this because we needed hoppers, but it doesn't take too long. And now I want to head back to the shopping district and let's go ahead and restock the iron shop. I'm flying through my tunnel and I noticed that when I come up here onto the top, we used to take suffocation damage. And it doesn't seem like that's been a problem lately, so that's neat. And there's been some work done here. We'll go ahead and stop a little early in this tunnel. I know Liara, I think, has got most of the main tunnel done for the main nether hub. But let's go over to the iron shop and restock this bad boy. We have been getting low on iron. I know that this thing is low. Because I was in here not too long ago collecting the wares. So let's get these 2 shulker boxes placed down. Let's go ahead and take some of these building shulker boxes and get them out of our inventory. This one we need to take back to our base. This one needs to go back to the base as well. But we will go ahead and stock all of this. So right now, we've got enough for 9 plus 3, I think, in 3 of these chests. We do. So we're going to do the same over here. Perfect. And let's see what we've got left. So we've got a full shulker box, which will do 3 rows of this. So let's go ahead and just fill in these last rows that we can. Anyway, it has been super fun to be back on the server. We have actually recorded this episode shortly after we got the mob farm one done. So, let's see. Let's grab the rest of this, and I'm really excited to continue on. I got a few more things that I would like to make. Actually, this needs to be in stacks of 3, I believe. Yep. I got a few more farms that I'd like to make. I'd like to get back over to the base and finish up the work that we're doing there. Ooh, this is going to work out perfect. Bam! Nice! Restocked. So, many plans that we have. I think we're just about done with our modded series. So, the recordings will get more focused on Truly Bedrock, and we can keep making things like the sugarcane farm and the mob farm. Like I said, there's work to be done at the base. I have a few plans that I'm mulling over in my head for what we're going to do at the base and kind of the center section, so we'll see how that all plays out. But that is all the time I have today on Truly Bedrock. Thanks for watching. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. While you're down there, make sure to hit that little notification bell in the corner so you get notified when videos like this go up. Check the description down below for all of the different ways to follow me, including Twitter, Discord, the Truly Bedrock Discord. There's the Truly Bedrock website. If you're also feeling generous, I do have a Patreon that is linked in the description down below, as well as all the other Truly Bedrock members' YouTube channels. Go check them out. A lot of great content to be had over there. And as always, guys, I will see you on the next one.